Welcome back to Frontline Insights. I'm Bill Brandt. We're here live still at IT Nation 2011, and I'm here with the CEO of Doyenz, Ashutosh Tiwary. Welcome to the show, Ashutosh.
Thank you, Bill. It's great to be here.
Yeah.
Thank you for inviting me for this conversation.
I appreciate your time, and lots of things going on here at IT Nation. This is not your first year, but you guys have come back for a reason. So what brings you out to IT Nation?
This is probably either the second or the third year that we're here. We come back here for a very good reason. We find the partners here are great partners to work with. So we love working with these folks. These folks are very serious about their business, and we enjoy that. And I think they work very effectively with us.
Yeah, and I agree with that. I think the partners that come are very serious. They're very knowledgeable and really trying to increase their business acumen so they can run their businesses more profitably, more effectively.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things they look for is kind of what's going on in the market from a big picture perspective.
Right.
Any trends that you're seeing going on in the market, particularly how it relates to the solution that you offer?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of trends that we see in the market. There is, I think cost efficiency is one big trend in the market. The economy is not doing so well. Partners are looking to fund that. Yeah. Partners are looking for really good ways to offer more value to their customers and at the same time make good money. And I think cloud virtualization and all of these technologies are really broad trends that are seeing significant traction in the market. And we're part of that story.
Yeah. How do you fit into that story specifically?
So we leverage cloud and virtualization. In some senses, in some ways, DR is probably one of the best use cases for both cloud and virtualization. It's Doyenz has just launched our cloud offering that allows you to take your virtual machines that are running on premise and replicate them to the cloud. In the past, the only people who could afford this were larger enterprises who had lots and lots of money and lots of IT staff to afford the infrastructure and have the expertise to put it all together. Right. SMBs have always wanted it. It was just not affordable. It was out of their reach. Doyenz, leveraging cloud and virtualization and then building our own automation layer on top of that makes it very easily accessible and affordable to the SMB market. On top of that, we leverage the partner channel, which is actually, in my opinion, the key to getting to these customers. Because without that, it would be hard to reach these folks. It would be hard to train them. So the partners are the most effective way for us to get to them. We have two big things that cause us to win in the market: our automation and our partner channel.
So that's a great point. So obviously partners are important to you and how you go to market.
Right.
How do partners make money? At the end of the day, that's what they all want to know. How do they make money leveraging your technology in the services and solutions they currently provide?
So they have customers who have business critical IT infrastructure. And those infrastructure go down due to a variety of different reasons. I was just explaining this to someone. There's three principal reasons. There are natural disasters, there are man-made disasters, and there are technology disasters. Okay? Man-made, I'm primarily referring to human errors. We help them keep their infrastructure. We support them in providing minimizing the downtime for their customers' infrastructure against all these three different scenarios. So let me walk you through how that actually, what they actually do. So if there is a natural disaster, they can fail over they replicate their virtual machines to the cloud. If there's a natural disaster, they can fail over and run in the cloud for days and weeks if necessary. Okay? So that's a very good level of protection that they offer to their customers. The second thing is, if there are human errors or there are technology errors, okay, they can test to make sure that when their systems are when they are going to need their systems, will they be up and running? It's very hard to find out if you're just doing backup, if your backup is any good. Doyenz, one click and you know if the systems will recover. And the third piece is, how do they actually make sure that the disasters don't occur in the first place? Critical things like patch testing, upgrades, new application installs, all get done in production today. We let you do that in the cloud. So all of these together help partners minimize the downtime for their customers. This means they can offer this service at a premium to their customers, and that's how they make money.
How are they doing it today? Are they, there's a lot of talk about this in different forms and flavors. Are partners offering those services today? Are the services that they're offering not as robust and comprehensive as they could be? What's the missing gap that you're filling?
So what we know in the market is more than half the partners in the market are offering some sort of cloud backup or disaster recovery service. They're just not that competitive. So everything else that's out there is pretty much focused on backup. Doyenz is one of the few capabilities in the cloud that's fundamentally focused on recovery. So anybody can back up your data. Backup is a solved problem.
Right.
Knowing that the data that we backed up is any good is one key piece. And second, access to your applications when your servers go down so that businesses can continue to function is a key piece. And we provide that, and they don't have any other good options for that today, unless they're willing to spend lots and lots of money.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of different types of partners out there, and I'm sure you have a mixed bag.
Right.
What do some of your most successful partners do, though? How are they engaging with Doyenz from either a sales or marketing or even operational perspective? What are some of the things that they're doing that make them best in class?
Great question. The things that sort of distinguish our most successful partners from others are, first of all, they're very serious about their business. So what I mean by that is they're leveraging existing automation tools like ConnectWise, PSA tools, remote monitoring tools, lab tech, etc., and leveraging that to make their systems more automated. So that's the first characteristic that we look for. That means they're good partners. Okay. The second thing that they do is they test the service, they initially deploy it across a small set of partners just to make sure it works well, and then they standardize on Doyenz. So as many of their customers that they can bring on, they do at that point. So for them, the cost of learning, understanding, and managing the Doyenz service is amortized across a large customer base. That's what makes them a good partner. So they know how to sell this to their customer, they know how to support it, and they work closely with us to do that.
Yeah, that's good. Well, you guys have been out in the market now for a while.
Yep.
You're adding more and more partners. What's the focus, or what are some of your goals from developing your channel? Is there now a heavy emphasis on, hey, we need to add some more partners to get us into new markets and provide more solutions? Or is it, we have a good base of partners today, we really need to enable them and help them be more successful? It's always a classic balancing act of that, but where's the emphasis for 2020?
Another very good question. The emphasis is, first and foremost, the partners that we have, we need to make them successful. Okay? As in, if they have this deployed across 30% of their customer base, help them deploy this across 90% of their customer base. I think it is always critical to make the partners that you have, make them really happy, because then the word spreads, and then other good partners come to the system. Now, following that up, we are signing up a lot more partners because we want to expand our partner base and make sure the current partners are happy partners and are utilizing their service much better. So we do both of those.
Now, your solution transcends industries and vertical markets to a large degree. Are you seeing any opportunity for partners in particular industries, or where can they really start to hone in and find opportunity for your solution?
So what we're seeing in the market is the Doyenz solution is a broad solution.
Yeah.
It's not custom made for any particular vertical segment, etc.
Right.
So people use this across a bunch of different applications, a bunch of different systems. What we are finding is the partners are able to be most successful with customers who are in more regulated environments. Because there are mandated needs that these folks need to provide DR to their end customers. So that makes it easier for these folks to find high quality customers in those markets. Now, having said that, it's a broad solution.
Yeah. Well, and there's a lot of broad solutions out there, but it's always nice to see where some of the focus areas should be, and if partners happen to be in those areas today, or if they want to get into those areas.
Right.
in either case, it sounds like Doyenz is a nice solution for partners to consider. Or it sounds like there's more incremental opportunity that they're leaving on the table,
Right.
especially with the focus on the recovery side. They've been doing the backup piece for a long
Right.
time, and even the recovery piece for a long time. But this is a new approach that probably can
Right.
give us some.
The recovery that they have been doing in the past has taken lots of manual effort, taken lots of work, and to some degree they can do recovery on premise, with appliances, but they have not been doing recovery in the cloud. That's new. It's completely new.
And that's what's exciting.
And that's what's exciting, and that's why these partners buy. Because they can talk to their customers about being able to recover locally if the failure happens. Yes, there's been some of that going on. But what happens if the site goes down? There's no power, there's flooding, there's a fire, or even there's theft. What do you do? Where do you go? How quickly can you get access to your applications? And there's not too many choices beyond Doyenz.
Yeah, well,
That's what they get excited about.
that's a great segue point. You've given us a lot of good information, a lot of opportunities. If there's any other parting shots you'd like to leave our audience with, I think that was a nice one. But any other thoughts or anything else about Doyenz they should consider?
I think Doyenz is, I want to make sure that our partners understand that Doyenz is a unique solution in the market. We're focused on the cloud, and we are very excited to work with partners to make them very successful. Cloud and virtualization is the next big trend. We help them leverage that and offer real benefits, real cost efficiencies to their customers, and an opportunity for them to make money directly.
That's a good closing shot. I like that one.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your time.
It was great to talk to you.
You too.